Hey guys, it's Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. Tonight I'm going to talk about something that I mentioned in my previous video. It is my system for managing the videos that are in my subscription feed. I know that many of you deal with this issue as well, so that's why I wanted to show you the system. There are days where you just don't have the time, or you just don't feel like watching any Flosstube. And sometimes that will stretch into 2-3 days, maybe a week. By the time you get back to it, you know that some of those videos that are in the subscription feed have gotten too far down and they've dropped off. And if you want to watch them, you gotta go hunt them down. This system I've been using for about 3 months now, and it has worked so well for me. It allows me to spend just a couple of minutes every day or every couple of days managing the videos, and then they're ready for me to watch whenever I'm ready to watch them. And I don't have to worry about videos dropping off the end of the subscription queue, since I just don't know what kind of algorithm Google uses for that queue, how long, how many pages you can load on it. It changes all the time. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick overview of the system, and then I'm going to go show it to you. What I do is, when I go in the next day or the next couple of days, from the last video that I dealt with, everything above that in the subscription feed, I start at that bottom one and I work my way up. I move all of those over into Watch Later, and then from Watch Later I can parse them out to my playlist that I have set up, and that way they're in the playlist and they're waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about losing videos that drop off my subscription feed now. And it's incredibly easy, and it's something that just has taken the stress off of trying to keep up with all of the Flosstube videos, which is an awesome thing that there are so many, but it is quite a chore sometimes to keep up. Alright, so now we're going to go show you how I do it. Alright, so here we are at my subscription feed, and what I do is I scroll down until I get to the last video that I managed, when I did this yesterday or earlier today, whichever the case may be. And I know what it is, so I can just go down to it. If I can't remember, I'll just go check my Watch Later or my history or whatnot. Okay, there we go. Last one was Joe. So from there on, all I do is I go from the bottom up, because then it's chronological in the playlist. So I'll click on the little Watch Later in the corner. When you hover over this bottom corner, gives you Watch Later. Click on it. If you hover over it again, it'll say already added. See? So then I'll just scroll up and I'll grab every video I want. So I'll keep going, just adding everything to Watch Later. And the thing about this that's nice is because I can click on it here while I'm in the subscription feed to add it to Watch Later, and then I can go to Watch Later and I can move them to whatever playlist I want them to be in. So almost done. Going up. Oh look. Hi Tim. I've been slacking for a couple of days so that I'd have a decent amount of videos to demonstrate. Alright, so going. Alright, so now we're at the top. What I do is now I just go to my watch later with this drop down. And wait for it to load. My computer is slow and I'm in my son's room, so my bandwidth is not as good as if I was out in the living room. Okay. Alright, so here we are at the watch later. If you are just doing this for, you know, just adding everything to your watch later playlist, then you could just go up here to these three little dots, click it, click add all to, and then mine is my watch later queue. That's the name of my playlist. So I added them all to that. Now because I have videos that I like to put in different categories, I'll show you how I do that. Now I go down through here, and every video that I want in my watch later queue, I just delete it off this list. So I'm keeping Rachel Peep here because she's still in my newbies queue that I haven't gotten around to watching. Everybody that I know that is not in that queue, I'll just remove each of those. And again, because I waited a few days, I have quite a few to go through. So it's just going to take a little time. Yep, Gothy, and Garrett, and Cat Crazy. Hi, Sonia. Yep, and Tony, Gingerbread. I got quite a few built up over the past couple of days. Alright, so the only one that was in that list that should go in a different playlist is this one, because I haven't gotten to... Rachel Peep is actually the next one in my newbies queue. So once I finish watching everything in my watch later queue, then I go knock out some of my newbies queue. What I do is I just go up here again, add all to, and I take it out of the my watch later queue. And then I go back and I add it to my newbies new video queue. And then once I've got it added to the queue I want it, exit out of the watch later queue, and now my watch later is empty and ready for the next round of videos that I do. I go in about once a day, maybe once every couple of days. Okay, so now I have all the videos that were from my subscription feed added to the appropriate playlists, and my watch later queue has been cleared out and ready for the next batch. Now just to show you one other thing. Alright, so here I am. I'm going to grab one of the videos that I didn't pull into any other queue, and I added it to watch later. So now I'll go to watch later. Alright, so now I have a video that I haven't added to any other playlist in my watch later. This is how you create a new one, new playlist. So here you go to that box and you just type in what do you want to call it, and you go down here and you click create new playlist, and it'll ask you, do you want it to be public, unlisted, or private. Public if you want everybody to be able to see it. Most of mine I just do unlisted. You can do private and completely lock it down. Unlisted means that random people aren't just going to be able to see my playlist, and if I want to direct somebody to a playlist, I can send them a link. So then I create, and the new playlist has been added, and this video has been added to that playlist, so now I can clear it out of my watch later queue. Alright, so what'd you think? If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Happy stitching!